Ladies and gentlemen of the EPW, my name is Tanner McDavid.
Whoa, we all know who you are. No, now it's all about the new and improved Beach Boy Johnathan.
All right, I'm joined by Jordan here, and we also joined by the music man, Johnathan McCullough. Nice.
Thank you. Welcome, Johnathan. Nice to have you.
Thank you.
Good.
Good. All right, so he's very recent to the EPW crew, so we figured try to get a new face into this video, see what his thoughts are on the pay-per-view.
I would appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh, no problem there. All right, so everybody, we just got done watching Extreme Rules this past Sunday.
Extreme Rules!
Yes. And while in my opinion some things weren't as extreme as I thought they'd be, it still was a pretty good pay-per-view. Still was a good one. All right, the first match was Dean Ambrose versus The Miz for the Intercontinental Championship, and the stipulation was that if Dean Ambrose got disqualified, he would lose his championship to The Miz. Well, in a normal match, if you get disqualified, the title does not change hands. So I will say this was a very interesting match and a very good match to begin with, guys.
Kickoff, it was very above my expectations.
It was. Jonathan, what did you like about the match?
Well, first of all, let's talk about grade-wise. I think it would be B+ level.
B+, okay.
Not A. The other matches were A.
Okay.
Ambrose is the champion, but that night he couldn't compete with him. So I'm sorry, he couldn't.
he was held back by the stipulation.
Yes.
And honestly, that spot with Maurice, whenever he told her to slap him, trying to go for the disqualification because she slapped The Miz. So I thought that was a smart choice. I thought it was great. Me personally, at the same grade, it was a B, a good starter match.
I think B to B+. I think the match itself was very, very well. I think The Miz put on one of his best performances since he's been wrestling in the WWE.
Agreed. Agreed.
All right, so B, B+. Okay, we got about the same grade there. All right, up next we have Alicia Fox.
Yes.
Versus Noam Dar. And Noam Dar versus Rich Swann and Sasha Banks.
Yes.
Honestly, you honestly picked Foxy.
I really didn't care anything about the match. Going in, I was like, who freaking cares?
Honestly, yeah, I agree.
So I was like, well, they were kind of a thing, so I was like, I'll just go with them. I don't really.
Honestly, it was a little better. Honestly, thought it was going to bomb entirely. I give this one a C- just because I really did not care anything about this match. I really knew going in that Sasha was not going to lose to Alicia Fox. There was no way that she was going to lose. So it was a very serviceable middle match, potty break match. It was a C- for me.
Low C.
Low C?
I give it a D. I think the match was silly, although I know they do need to have like somewhat throwaway matches within it to just kind of so you aren't just continuously at a high throughout it. But this really isn't going to go anywhere.
No, it didn't do anything.
So
I
that's
forgot
why
the magic even happened. So
yeah, I almost did too.
Yeah, okay.
All right, next match we have the Hardys versus Sheamus and Cesaro in a steel cage match for the Raw Tag Team Championship.
No, was it the kendo stick?
No, that was after.
That was afterwards.
It was
Hey,
after.
believe me, I remember.
Yeah, he remembers. So.
Yes.
Honestly, this was a really good match.
Yeah,
it was a good match.
It was
right off the bat. I give this one an A.
I give it an A.
That's an A.
That's an A.
It was an A. Honestly, with Sheamus and Cesaro turning heel, I didn't expect them to lose this one because the Hardys, they're still going to be on top. They are fan favorites. They're not going to go anywhere soon.
If you look at the WWE as a whole, a lot of the absolute biggest stars are the ones that have been around for quite some time, and they're just kind of all done returning. For instance, remember Goldberg last year?
Yeah, it was cool,
Goldberg,
but I did not agree with him being the title holder.
With Goldberg coming back, there was just a lot of energy that came with that.
Yep.
And also, if you remember WrestleMania, the Hardy Boys were arguably the biggest moment.
Yeah, it got the biggest pop. One of the biggest pops.
One of the biggest pops of WrestleMania was the Hardy Boys coming back.
And I squealed like a girl.
And we all were all like, what the crap?
I loved it. So, but the Hardys put on a great match all the way through. Jeff Hardy doing the Whisper of the Winds from the top of the steel cage, but Sheamus and Cesaro coming out on top. I expect that Matt Hardy to do his broken gimmick from TNA here soon because I think they're almost done with their legal battle.
Do you think there will be a rematch of those groups?
Yes, I do think so. Great Balls of Fire, I guarantee you there will be a rematch. Which, by the way, I did find out they are using that song.
Yeah!
They are using Great Balls of Fire, the theme song, for it.
By the great Jerry Lee Lewis.
Well, so yeah, A's all around for that match.
Yes.
Up next is Alexa Bliss versus Bayley for the Raw Women's Championship, and it was a kendo stick on a pole match. Why don't you go ahead and give your grade first there, buddy?
Well, you see, it depends on how you grade this. If you grade it for the essence of the match itself, it was maybe like a C+. But if you grade it on my standards, where I love Alexa Bliss, it's an A+++++, more like a 4.7 GPA. Woo! I love you, Alexa Bliss. I hope you watch this video because I love you so much.
Oh dear God.
The thing about this is, if Bayley wasn't so compassionate and
Yes!
didn't have a heart, Alexa Bliss would be no more.
Exactly.
I'm sorry, Mr. Beach Boy. Bayley can sweep Alexa Bliss on the floor. Hands down.
All right, let me be the middleman here. Honestly, I think both people are great competitors. They are great competitors. Alexa Bliss is one of the top heels right now in the WWE entirely.
One of, if not the current.
Bayley is one of the top baby faces. However, WWE, stop treating Bayley like a child. I am getting sick and tired of this. You made her look so weak in this match. You made her look stupid in this match. Just entirely stupid. And Alexa Bliss did the right thing and capitalized on it. Honestly, no, give your grade for the match first, because I ain't done.
For the match, if Bayley would have done her job and beat Alexa with the stick, it would have been an A. I have to say, it was a disappointment. So I would probably make low C up to high D.
Yeah, I give this one a D. This one, I actually had high hopes for. I had high expectations. But the thing about it is, I knew Alexa was going to win. I knew she was going to win. However, I wanted it to be a match, not a Benny Hill cartoon. Because Bayley was chasing Alexa all around the ring, and then she couldn't even hit her with the darn stick. And then Alexa Bliss got the stick and just waylaid on her.
Tanner, do you remember how Alexa Bliss just begged for mercy when Bayley had the stick?
I know. And it's like,
she didn't use it. She didn't use it.
I'm sorry. It would have made so much sense for her to get payback because she wouldn't have lost any of her babyface credit. It wouldn't have. So yeah, it's a D. Okay.
And I mean, but if you think about it, Alexa Bliss has done such a great job of being a heel.
No.
People are actually, or a lot of them are on the side of me as well.
She's too hard on Bayley. She's too hard on Bayley.
I agree. I agree that she should have won. I'm not saying that she shouldn't have lost. I'm saying Alexa definitely should have won. And
Bayley is a great wrestler.
She is, but I feel like
they're using her in
as
ways that they don't need to.
As a punching bag.
Exactly, and she doesn't need that. I'm sorry. She needs to show that she is actually strong, that she is an actual strong contender.
Yes. Okay.
All right. Let's move on to the next match. All right. Next match. No, it wasn't. Next match was Austin Aries versus Neville for the Cruiserweight Championship in a submission match. The only way to win is if you make your opponent tap out. Now, looking at it from a prediction standpoint, I was mad. From a prediction standpoint, I picked Austin Aries because I
picked Austin Aries.
I honestly, though, looking at it from a match perspective, this was a good match. Honestly,
my personal thinking of it, the match itself, in and of itself, was a good match, but I didn't. From all of the feuds in the past between Neville and Austin Aries, with Neville just coming out on top every single time, and then once again, it just ends up being like all the other matches.
You know.
And it was just like, well, what was this for?
I know, and
because it was such a big build-up, and you thought, ooh, this could have been a great time for Austin Aries to try to elevate himself to the top of the Cruiserweight division, and then they fall short.
C.
You agree?
C.
And especially since the last time they fought, at Payback with the disqualification, I felt it would have been a great time for them to hand over to Austin Aries. But to be honest, I'm not too sad that Neville still has the title.
Neville is
He's
great at what
with
he
the
does.
title. He's great with the title. And I think he does such a great job as this dominant heel persona because we don't really get a lot of those.
No.
We get the cowardly heel a lot of times.
Like the Miz is kind of
Miz is a cowardly heel. Brock, and honestly, yeah, this one, I give it a B. It was a great match. May not have agreed with the outcome, but it was a good match.
I'd say B minus. B minus to B.
Well, yeah. I'm still of the upper C. It wasn't great. It wasn't bad. It was okay.
Okay.
Next one.
All right, next one is the last match. Now it's the Fatal 5-Way for #1 contendership for Brock Lesnar's Universal Championship, and that involved Seth Rollins, Bray Wyatt, Samoa Joe, Finn Balor, and Roman Boo Reigns.
Hey, leave Roman alone. Give him some credit.
No.
Yes,
no.
give him credit. Give him credit.
If
You will
Roman,
not be the guy.
Once his leg and his hips and his body gets better, then
that's never going to happen.
No, he still looks dominant, even with the injuries. He is still looking to be dominant because Vince McMahon likes big, sweaty men. That is all it is.
You see,
Thank you, King Ross, for that.
if you see, I mean, Roman Reigns has the look.
He has the look.
That's not the issue with
But
Roman
he's getting
Reigns.
pushed to high heaven, and everybody sees it. That's all it is.
But you
He's
see,
not gonna
you know this. I mean, what does Roman
He's not
does?
gonna last.
What does
Yeah,
Roman Reigns do? He
Vince,
Superman
yeah.
punches and he spears.
That's all he does.
That's all he does.
He is a two-band man. He has these two trick man. Honestly, this was a good match because Roman didn't win.
Oh, that made it an A.
That made it an A.
That made it
an A for me.
overall, of all the matches I've seen with this crew, that was probably the best one yet.
Honestly, it really was. Everybody got
plus.
good
A plus.
offense in. Nobody looked weak in this match.
Finn looked
Nobody.
good.
Dude, that's my guy. Finn always looks good. I love Finn. He almost had it, and then Samoa Joe came around with the Coquita clutch because I picked Finn to win it, and then darn Samoa Joe. But to be honest, let's think about this, guys. Brock Lesnar versus Samoa Joe.
That's a good match.
Going into this
Shut up
match-
and take my money.
Going into this match, looking at all of the competitors and thinking ahead on what would a match between them and Brock Lesnar look like and what would potentially be one of the best, I thought Samoa Joe could very well put on one of the best matches with
Exactly,
Brock Lesnar.
but I didn't actually think WWE would actually pull the trigger on
I
it.
didn't think it would be this soon with him going for it.
Yeah.
But if knowing the WWE and the things they make you do, they make you want to scratch your head.
They actually did something that the fans wanted, but the fans didn't think they'd actually do it.
They did.
They did a double on us. They did a double swerve on us. So honestly, everybody got great offense in. Nobody looked weak. It set up other rivalries up to come. A+.
The only thing I'm just kind of have second thoughts trying to think about is like, when are they going to do this? Because
They're doing that Great Balls of Fire.
Are
They
they-
have announced
did they
it.
announce it? Okay.
They announced it Monday night as Great Balls of Fire,
okay.
Samoa Joe versus Brock Lesnar. So, I still got to think about who I want for that match because the Raw Championship will be up for grabs again, and I'm sorry, buddy. You're on SmackDown, so.
I'm gonna go with Samoa Joe on this.
You would go with Samoa Joe?
I'm gonna go. Brock is not a human, okay, but I'm gonna pick Samoa Joe. I just think with
You see,
I'm going Samoa.
the reason why I don't is because I heard from Dave Meltzer. He's like the top guy for wrestling, and he gets all the leaked stuff. There's already a match planned for WrestleMania: Brock Lesnar versus Roman Reigns for the Universal title. That's the only thing that I'm leery about. That's the only thing I'm leery about.
WWE, why would you put Roman Reigns with anybody for the Universal title?
I agree.
You hate us.
I think they do.
I think they partially hate their
Anyway, overall grades. Overall grade for me, this is an A-. You know, it had its low matches. No, actually, no, B+. It would be a B+ because I gave a D and then a C. So this would be a B+ for me. This was a good pay-per-view. So far, out of the pay-per-views since we've done this brand split here, the Raw pay-per-views have been performing a little better than SmackDown.
I think
I would have to.
overall, I think they have. There's been some very good SmackDown ones, and there's obviously been some very good Raw ones. But I think if you look at all of them as a whole, I think the Raw ones have generally been a little bit better.
Except for Fastlane.
Fastlane
sucked.
Was awful.
I'm sorry. I went undefeated on that one. It was so predictable. So, what about you?
I thought when you said B+, I was thinking the absolute exact same thing. I thought it was a solid performance. Other than I would give it an A, but because I thought the Sasha Banks and Alicia
Fox. Thank you, Doe
that match was so awful and just so pointless. That's what killed it down.
Yeah. John?
B+.
B+ is all around. We got a 3 B+ grade. All right. So, again, up next is the Money in the Bank pay-per-view match, which, like Derek has said, everybody can go for the Money in the Bank briefcase. Only people on SmackDown like you can go for both the title and the EPW in the Bank briefcase.
So if you're on SmackDown, you want to try to win the title. That's what you're aiming for, first and foremost.
Mm-hmm.
But if you happen to finish second overall, it's okay because even though you won't get the title, you would get the Money in the Bank. But everybody, it doesn't matter, Raw, SmackDown, no brand, compete in this because you, yes, I'm talking about you, can win the Money in the Bank briefcase.
EPW in the Bank.
Oh yeah,
We're calling it EPW.
EPW in the Bank briefcase.
Because, and like Derek said,
wait for it.
It is for the Ultimate Championship.
Woo!
That has been gone from this YouTube channel for so long because, well,
it's kind of very.
It's very far away.
Out.
It's very strung out, and also where Mason cannot film with us regularly. He's kind of like Brock Lesnar right now, only shows up at certain points. But at any pay-per-view, you can cash it in, and it'll be just between you and Mason, or whoever the Ultimate Champion is for that pay-per-view. You can cash it in at any point during the pay-per-view. At any point in the pay-per-view. So you could be up by 2, and you know you're going to win, and you can cash it in, and you'll get yourself the Ultimate Championship. It could be at a SmackDown pay-per-view, it could be at a Raw pay-per-view. It could be any pay-per-view, and you can cash it in. So it's a great opportunity for everybody. But, anyways, like I've said before in the past, Raw is going to win this no matter what. It could be me, it could be Jordan, it could be Shane, it could be Brandon. Raw is going to take the EPW.
Are you sure, my friend?
Yes.
Are we sure? We're not just sure. We are absolutely certain.
Absolutely certain.
Yes.
You don't think Mr. Derek Epps can wipe your floor, Mr. Tanner? Mr. Tanner sucks, by the way.
It took
9 months.
Recently.
It took 9 months for Derek to win his first championship. How many have I won? How many have I won? 3. How many have you won? 3. Oh yeah.
What about Mr.
You won 2.
What about Mr. Kevin Owens?
He won 1 because his dad awarded him the title. So we actually have something in common.
My friend. We'll have to see, my friend.
You'll have to see. It's going to be hard to see after I do this.
Ah! You don't mess with the Raw brand, Johnathan.
So let me just go ahead and end this right now. This has been a EPW recap of Extreme Rules, where Raw does rule.
No, it does not. Raw rules. Raw rules.